What's going on, Nerd Army guys? You can cut him, you can shoot him, you can sever his head, but he keeps on running his damn mouth. Yes, I'm talking about one man. That is the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool. Guys, today we're going to go through and explore the entire history of Deadpool. So let's strap on in, grab your chimichangas and your katanas, and let's get cracking, guys. Here we go. Deadpool first appeared in New Mutants number 98 and was created by Rob Liefeld and Fabian Nicieza. Now, have you ever thought to yourself that Deadpool just seems like an exact ripoff of Deathstroke? Well, so did writer Fabian Nicieza. When the character was actually brought to him and he was told the backstory, he said the exact same thing. So as an inside joke, they actually named the character Wade Wilson as a direct copy of Deathstroke's character Slade Wilson. In his first appearance, he was hired by Tulver to attack Cable and the rest of the New Mutants. After this, he was a reoccurring character in the X-Force comics, and he ended up popping up all over the Marvel Universe, appearing in titles such as Heroes for Hire, Daredevil, and The Avengers. After a few small miniseries that didn't go anywhere, in 1997, Deadpool was given his own standalone ongoing series, done by Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness. This series introduced some of Deadpool's supporting cast, such as Weasel, Deadpool's best friend, arms dealer, tech whiz, and occasional punching bag. Blind Al is another one that was introduced, his prisoner/mother figure who shares a pretty strange relationship with him. Speaking of relationships, let's talk about some of the women in Deadpool's life, some of the ones he's loved and lost in the past. Let's start it off with the big one. First of all, let's start off with Death. Also, if you guys don't know, the Mad Titan Thanos also is in love with Death, and actually at one point in time cursed Deadpool with immortality, so he would never have a chance to die and be able to be with Death. This vicious love triangle is fucking crazy. X-Factor member Siren was another one. She always said that their friendship was nothing but friends, but the extreme infatuation that Deadpool had for her ended up leading to a steamy night of hot, sticky regret. Copycat is actually the love interest that is in the movie that is coming out Friday, played by Lorena Bachran. She is a mutant with shapeshifting abilities and power siphoning abilities as well. She's the one that Wade was with before he got sick, and he wants to dump her to save her from having to live with a guy that's terminally ill. Deadpool was also married to a woman named Mercedes, who was killed by a man named T-Ray. Yeah, guys, that's really it. There's not a ton to that story. There was also Shikla, a succubus, who attempted to steal Deadpool's life force, and doing so in a way that a succubus would do. Eventually, these two crazy kids actually got married, and they were married by the one and only Nightcrawler. He was the one that led their ceremony. He also at one time had a huge thing for a fellow team member of the Thunderbolts, Elektra, who, by the way, he told her one day that he actually had feelings for her and told her how he felt, but he was just too late. She had already moved on to Frank Castle, the Punisher. Yeah, a little too late, Pulley. Wade Wilson was born to a dysfunctional family, so as a teenager he ran away and bounced all over while receiving military training from many different sources. But eventually Wade was diagnosed with an incurable form of cancer that led him to volunteering for the Weapon X project. Weapon X was experimenting on how to put Wolverine's healing ability into a human. The experiment actually backfired in certain ways. It accelerated his cancer, leaving him horribly scarred and severely mentally unstable. They figured he was a failed experiment and sent him to the hospice where the other failed experiments were. Now at the hospice, all the different experiments or prisoners that they were actually had a pool together that they put money in to see who would actually die and last the longest. And they called it the Deadpool. One day, Wade was actually sentenced to death for killing another inmate, even though he was just putting him out of his misery per his request. But at that time, his intense healing factor actually kicked in and rebuilt his heart right there, right in front of everyone else. Wade quickly escapes and ends up taking the name Deadpool. Deadpool's power set actually consists of an extremely powerful healing factor where he can regrow entire limbs and repair himself even if he's decapitated. As long as his head is reconnected with his body, he will come right back. His healing factor has also been said to be stronger than Wolverine's, and it's been proven many times that he actually is the stronger of the two for healing factor wise. We can't mention Deadpool without actually mentioning his greatest ability, which is the ability for him to break the fourth wall and talk to the readers. Now, whether this is in the comics, video games, movies, anything else, he is a fourth wall breaking mofo, and he is the Merc with the Mouth that we've all come to know and love. He's also become a pop culture icon and probably one of the most recognizable Marvel characters to date. And after this movie comes out and kills it at the box office, I'm pretty sure he's going to jump to epic celebrity status. Hashtag Deadpool for life. Whoop whoop. So guys, as always, I'm going to kick you down some ideas for different reads you can pick up if you want to get into the character of Deadpool. There's so many great storylines in the Deadpool world, but here are some of the best. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Wade Wilson War, Deadpool Classic 1 through 3, Deadpool and Death Annual in 1998, and New Mutants. So guys, let me know what you guys thought about that video, and what is your favorite Deadpool storyline from the comics? I'm a big fan of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. I really love that storyline. It's just so much fun, and it really shows Deadpool on a whole nother level. So let me know what your guys' favorite storyline was, and are you going to go see the Deadpool movie? And if so, because it's around Valentine's Day, are you going to go take that significant other? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you had a good time on this video, and I hope to see you guys right here for another Exploring Comics episode. Now, if you guys have any characters you'd like to see me do an episode of Exploring Comics to, make sure to put them down in the comments down below, and I hope to see you guys next time right here on NerdManDrew for another episode of Exploring Comics. See you guys later. Peace out.
If you liked the video you just saw, make sure you rate it with that big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can check out all the other nerdy videos we have just like this one. Also, check out my Patreon account and become a patron if you like for access to exclusive content.